Hi everybody, thanks for joining me back here on my porch to talk more about handbags. I recently unboxed this beauty from Fashion File. This is the Pallas Crossbody employee version. And the reason I had bought this, I told in my unboxing, is because I had been looking for a monogram crossbody, and I had been thinking about the Favorite and the Eva and also the Pallas clutch, but they all they had the chains, and I was not interested in the chain. I did not mention that I had been considering the Pochette Accessoires as a crossbody, as many people use it as a crossbody, and I wanted to come on today to talk a little bit more about that and go into depth because I have a comparison. So the reason I had not considered the Pochette Accessoire as a crossbody is because of this, and I'll use my mini pochette as an example. It's because of this like tail. When it hangs out and it's used, it creates this unsymmetrical effect. But anyway, I'm using it as an example here. So on a bigger piece, you can see how it creates this unsymmetrical situation here if you were to attach a longer crossbody strap. So that's why it never interested me to use one of these larger pieces as a crossbody. So when I saw this piece, I was like, ooh, that's interesting, because it's not the Pochette Accessoire. I'm sorry, I can't say that word, but I'm trying. I at least tried it 3 times today already. It doesn't have that little tail. It just has these D-rings. So it came with a small strap, and of course I replaced it with a longer strap. This was from Dress Up Your Purse. I think this was called the Nolita. Feature me. I just stopped filming this video and looked up the name of this bag. It's called the Navona. So, oops, I accidentally called it the wrong name all throughout the video. Sorry about that. It's called the Navona. Please ignore whatever name I called it accidentally throughout the video. Navona. It's, you can see it's not a full piece of canvas. It has this nice contrast here. So I really like this bag. I think it's just slightly smaller than the, here we go again, Pochette Accessoire. Anyway, I really like this bag as a little crossbody, but it's not monogram, and I had been looking for a monogram crossbody. So when I got this piece, I thought we might compare it here as I'm trying to make my decision whether or not to keep it. They're quite similar in size. Maybe I should can I tuck this Fashion File tag inside the bag so it's not so distracting? Let me try that here for a second. Okay, so maybe this isn't as helpful as I thought it would be. But anyway, they're not that different in size when you first glance at them, but this Nolita is a little bit longer. So I don't know if that's coming across here, but it is a little bit longer. And it's a little bit wider. Of course, I'm kind of squishing the Pallas with my grip here, but this, of course, provides a nice structure to the Nolita, so it's not as easy to squish. But let me try them on, and perhaps that'll give a better comparison. But before I get up, let me show this one to you in a little bit more detail. It's not as sturdy, like it feels a little bit more slouchy here, but this is the interior. There's no slip pocket. It's just plain. You see, it's not as sturdy, but the base is super sturdy. So, and the sides are super sturdy. It's just this middle section is not. Whereas compared to this middle section is super sturdy, I think because of this double construction here of this external pocket. So it's just interesting to compare. Okay. Let's move the chair out of the way and I can show you the differences on the body. So here's my new Pallas Crossbody. The employee version without the chain. Slightly smaller than the regular Pallas. And then here is the Nolita pochette. I know this looks weird, but does this help give a size comparison? See, it's just a little bit longer. But when you're talking about small crossbodies, a little bit makes a lot of difference here. Okay, now I'll pack them up and we can see if there's any difference in terms of packing ability. Maybe we should measure them as well, if that might be helpful to anyone. So, let's see. So I know this ruler is upside down to you, but it'll help me see here. It's just a little bit over 7 inches. And then in terms of height, just, I guess it depends on where you use it. I'm measuring just under the zipper here, so it's just about 5 inches tall. And then let's compare that to the widest part of the bottom of the Nolita is, it's over 8 inches. And then the height, well, let's see how the zipper is inside. So it won't be a true, if I start at the top of the canvas, that won't be a true measure. So I'll start just a little bit under. And it's just a little bit like a little bit over 4. And I think they're comparable in width. So when last time I used this, I had a slightly smaller phone, but now I have a 13 Pro Max, and here is a phone case for it. And that goes in super easy with plenty of room. When I use these small crossbodies, I move out of my larger wallet and I need to use 2 smaller pieces to accommodate my things. So this is like my wallet, and then these are my overflow cards. Those go in fine. And then my key fob. So that zips up and there's room. So it's not crowded, it's not stressed. There's room for more, for like a hand sanitizer or tissues or other things that you might want to take with you. So let's try these items in the Pallas Crossbody. All right, let me take that out. So in my unboxing, I immediately tried my phone, and we know that it does not go into the exterior pocket. So this is a difference right away, is that there's organization with this bag. So there's the external pocket, and then inside there is a slip pocket in the back. So I really like that about this bag. So the phone, or the phone case, goes right in there. And for security reason, I wouldn't really want to have my wallet in one of these external pockets, but like I'm just gonna try it right now just to see how that works. But also I'm gonna try it inside the bag. So I've got them in here. I've got them stacked vertically. And then the key fob, I'm just sliding down between those two. And then I can close that, no problem. So there's still room here for something. Of course, it's a little tight now that the body of the bag is packed, but of course it still fits all the same things I had in the other bag. It's just I had to be a little bit more careful with the way things were placed, and that I had to put these little wallets vertically. So they're both really lovely. I don't, my mom always taught me to think about, the difference between want and need. Do we need any of these things? No. I already have this. I don't need another LV crossbody, but I wanted one in monogram. So I always have this internal conversation with myself. So I was considering this because it kind of fit that interest I had in having a LV crossbody in monogram, and I really liked that it didn't have a chain, and I liked that it had the black contrast here with the monogram and the black together. So now that I see that it fits all my essentials, just in a slightly different way, it gives me something else to consider. So thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you think about these small crossbodies and how they are different than the traditional pochettes that we see so often, and just a different take on them, just a different take on how to use these bags as crossbodies. So let me know your opinions and your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.